I'ma stay touching all kinds of paper, and I ain't never gonna give a fuck about a hater, cause I know I got soul, baby. Baby, I'm gonna shine forever, and I'ma stay touching on that wood and leather, cause I know I got soul, baby.
Back at it. Just wanted to do another video following up on semen retention, right? Tantra, all those good things. Make sure you like and subscribe, you know, share. Also, one of the things I want to say off the rip is this, just to catapult back on what I said in my last video. When it comes to semen retention, discipline is going to be the #1 thing, right? You got to have discipline, discipline, because it's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie to you, because old habits are hard to break, especially when it comes to something like having sex and ejaculating so much, right? One of the things that I always try to bring up to my homies and anybody I talk to about this is this. Discipline makes things easier, right? But when you know what you're doing it for, it's what makes everything just come full circle for you, right? So a lot of the times niggas will talk about semen retention, but they won't tell you the spiritual aspects, right? They'll tell you things like, okay, yeah, I get superpowers, man. I feel like I got these superpowers, right? But let me tell you what the superpowers is, though. See, motherfuckers don't understand this shit from an alchemical standpoint. Motherfuckers don't understand this shit from a spiritual standpoint. They ain't gonna tell you that. See, I'm gonna give you the game. Okay, so let's break this shit down, right? Let's talk about the superpowers. Okay. When motherfuckers talk about these superpowers that I see in these no-fap videos, that I see in these semen retention videos, what they're not able to clarify to you what's going on is this. And for those who may not know what the superpowers is, I'm going to just give you a breakdown from the no-fap standpoint or the semen retention standpoint and what people be saying. What they're saying is this. Man, I've been on no-fap for 30 days, whatever, right? They start seeing a lot of women pay attention to them. They start seeing women become attracted to them even more. They start seeing the liveliness of a female. But what's really happening is this. There's two things going on. One, because you're pulling yourself away from a digital world as in, for those who may have watched porn so much, videos so much, you're now getting back into the real world. You're seeing things on a primal level. You're seeing things on a very, very, very earthy level. And what I mean by that is this. You start to notice the way a woman does her hair. You start to notice the little things that they do, right? And these things are turning you on. You're starting to able to pick up on subtle cues. So when a woman may ask you how your day is, or a woman may give you something extra or anything, right? These senses are heightened now. Your senses are heightened now. So you're able to pick up on them. You're able to see them in more clarity. The other thing about superpowers that they talk about is the attraction, right? Now, pheromones definitely excretes, right? You definitely secrete more pheromones, right? Now, what's going on is this. Every female on a subatomic level can tell if you holding that golden sack, shawty. They can tell if you holding that golden sack. They can tell if you got motherfucking life in your balls, nigga. On a biological level, they can tell. They can feel it. They can sense it. It's like an unseen type of phenomena that's going on. But what's really going on is this. The females are able to look at certain men and say, hey, he's ready. He's ready to procreate. Or this man is on a higher level. Something about him is attracting me. There's something about him. I can give you instances where there's times where women, I used to do security in a strip club, doing tantra the whole time, doing semen retention the whole time. And there will be girls in the strip club who would not, I wouldn't talk to them anyway because they weren't on the level that I was on. So a lot of the times what happens too is I would not even talk to certain females because they weren't on a level. I feel like a supreme alpha male when I'm out here holding my nut for motherfucking 30, 40, 60 days. You see what I'm saying? You feel like an alpha nigga. You feel like a supreme man. So certain women wouldn't even fuck with you, but when they start to see you have this glow, you start to get this glow that nobody can even motherfucking tell you that you ain't got because they don't even know what the fuck it is. So a lot of the times the women will be like, yo, it's something about him. It's something about him. I don't know what it is, but man, I'm attracted to them. So they'll come over and talk to you. So this attraction, this little superpowers is this. A lot of the bitches that wouldn't even talk to you or you wouldn't even talk to, somehow they find a way to want to talk to you. Just to see what you about. Who are you? The superpowers that you're starting to realize and that comes about is this. The woman realizes that you are tapped into a higher level of consciousness. You're tapped into a higher level of sensing, of feeling that the average man ain't tapped into. Okay? So they see that you're tapped into something that the average man ain't tapped into, so that separates you from them. So that's the reason why they want to come talk to you. That's the reason why they want to come see what you're about. You see what I'm saying? That's what that is. Now, what you do with that, that's on you. What you do with that is on you. That is where you got to work your magic. You see what I'm saying? That's where you work yours. And the way you start doing that is you start to be able to be a little bit more aware of the feminine energy around you. Let's talk about these superpowers, right? A lot of the times they talk about the attraction. The attraction, right? But I'm gonna tell you what's going on, because like I said, a lot of these guys ain't gonna tell you what's going on because they don't understand it from a spiritual standpoint. So I got these little bugs around me, but we're gonna get it in. What's really happening is this. When a man retains his motherfucking semen, okay? And you start to retain your shit over 20, 30 days, whatever. You can start seeing the abilities of the so-called superpowers in as little as 7 to 10 days, depending on your body and how your body generate. And it also depends on what type of person you are. Are you really a person of light? You know what I'm saying? Are you a person of light? Are you a person that really exudes light? You know? And what I mean by that is, are you somebody who actually, you know, people want to be around? People like being around. Are you an interesting type of person? Well, this only makes you even more interesting. And it makes you more interested in the females. But let me tell you about the superpowers and what's happening. When you hold your semen for X amount of days, let's just say 30, what starts to happen is this. You start to recalibrate your body. And I mean, you calibrate your body in terms of your masculine energy and your feminine energy. Now, when I talk about this feminine energy, I don't want y'all motherfuckers in here to think this is some gay shit. What I want you to understand is that every single person is masculine and feminine. Okay? So you're masculine and feminine. Off the rip. Damn, I just got bit or something. Well, anyway, your masculine and your feminine energy are polarizing. Okay? So when you are talking about polarities, you're talking about a polarity of masculine energy and you're talking about a polarity of feminine energy. When you blend these energies, you blend them to polarize yourself. So this is where your light shines, okay? So people ain't gonna tell you what happens when you go on your semen retention journey. You're actually polarizing your body. What happens when you polarize your body is kind of like a battery actually being able to be fully charged. You're charging your battery up. When you look at a remote control, you got the negative polarity and you got the positive polarity. When you put both of those polarities together, that's when the remote control works. So what happens a lot of the times, the attraction is based on the fact that when a woman sees you and they start to see they can sense this energy in you. So what guys call superpowers, what's really happening is that you acting like a actual normal man who's supposed to be a normal man. Because you gotta remember, in our society, most motherfuckers are drained. They're sexually drained, so their light is being dimmed. So yeah, you're still a man, but you're not a supreme alpha man. You're not a man who has polarizing energy. So let's talk about this. Okay. So the superpowers is pretty much this. You hold your semen for X amount of days. Within these days, your body starts to polarize itself, okay? Polarizing meaning masculine, feminine energy coming on the level. They're coming aligned. You're taking this dormant feminine energy and you're circulating it through your body. The dormant energy is not no gay shit. So for those who don't understand, when we say feminine energy, we're talking about you are masculine and you are feminine. The same way a woman is masculine and feminine. So don't get it twisted, because we're talking about polarities of energy. Because your body is only a body. Your spirit is no gender. But if you understand the universe, you'll understand that this whole realm that we live in, this dimension, is a feminine place. Okay? And if you don't know that, now you know. The feminine pulls on everything, okay? So the feminine is what motivates you to do everything that you do. Because guess what? The masculine is supposed to be the builder. The masculine is supposed to be the protector of the feminine energy. That's what your job is. So in the process, when you find yourself living your best life now, right? You find yourself living your best life and you're not necessarily worried about too many women, but you're worried about certain women who catches your attention based on their energy. Yeah, you'll like to look at women for the aesthetic aspects, but what you'll realize is this: there has to be a certain type of woman that you find yourself wanting to be with. The reason why is because you realize now I'm polarizing my own energy, my masculine and my feminine energy. So I don't need too much of the feminine energy outside of me that's not going to be the type of feminine energy that I need. So what happens is you become this alpha based on your characteristics, based on the spiritual level. You find yourself being able to be self-sufficient, okay? When you find yourself being self-sufficient, that's based on the fact that you're not out here just draining your energy just to get some motherfucking pussy. You want the right pussy. You want the right pussy that's going to compliment you, okay? That's what that is about, okay? So let's go a little bit deeper into this Tantra. Now, as I said before, discipline is key. The reason why discipline is key is because you got to understand something. The female, by her nature, is going to be the topsy-turvy energy. It's going to be the moody energy. It's going to be the energy that is caused by chaos. As a man, you are supposed to be stabilizing that. Now, if you already know this, you should know. Every single woman is hypergamous, okay? What I mean by that is they're hypergamous, and it don't always just have to be in terms of material wealth. Because what you'll realize is this: women love us for different reasons than we love them, okay? So what you'll realize is this, at the root is this: the top man is the man with wisdom, knowledge, and discipline. Now, when you bring your sexual energy online, your masculine and your feminine energy online, this is what makes you polarizing to women. So you utilize this energy, dog, and when I could tell you, off of real, if you got game and you ain't too hard on the eyes, you could damn near have any woman you want when you're dealing with this energy, because this separates you from the average male. This separates you from the average male. Being able to be polarizing. This separates you. This separates you from the average male. So it ain't about the money. Yeah, women are naturally hypergamous, but they also look for somebody who got something totally different than what they see out here. So you got to be totally different. You got to be totally different, you know? And that difference is based on you knowing who you are, loving who you are, and actually becoming the man that you wanted to be. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to just sign off on this and just give y'all a little game. That was just a little game for you. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing more content on here. I appreciate everybody tuning in.
I'ma stay touching all kinds of paper, and I ain't never gonna give a fuck about a hate.